To the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And now running right through it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. Here we go now. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Allen from the gun on third down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Murray. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Eric Armstead able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's...
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Allen going to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Allen to throw once more. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone, gone.
To throw on second down. Murray steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. A good return there, call it 13 yards. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, and I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Murray flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Off play action. Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd. And now it's blocked. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Allen. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And again, it's Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Murray buying time to his left. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. Murray. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Murray, that's caught at the 3. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Murray, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk. Now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On third and long, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's Coleman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first down is Allen. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green.
Now Allen again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Over. Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Vikings, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile,